Yo, what is going on everybody over on One on Gaming? This is Crimson. Today what we are going to be bringing you guys is some more Black Ops 3. The gameplay you guys are going to be watching in the background today is going to be a solo 42 gun streak with around a 3 minute and 41 second nuclear with the KN-44 on Breach. This gameplay is done by myself. Obviously the commentary is as well, so if you guys do enjoy any of the commentary or the gameplay throughout the video, you guys can come check my channel out. It will be down below in the description, and that's honestly just pretty much it for the gameplay. So I'm going to get into a commentary topic on how to get a gameplay or just a nuclear in Black Ops 3 so far, and I'm going to go over the class setup that I'm using, so let's get right into it. So as I said, I'm using the KN-44 in this gameplay. So the class setup that I'm using is the KN-44 with grip, extended mags, and stock. The KN-44 is a pretty decent assault rifle. It's pretty standard as well. It's one of those assault rifles that you unlock as soon as you start up multiplayer, so of course it's not going to be the greatest assault rifle of all time, but it's not terrible by any means either. It has pretty decent damage and then a decent amount of recoil, but as I said, I'm using grip, which of course you can never go wrong with using grip. All it does is increase your accuracy from having good accuracy to even better accuracy. And then extended mags, just to add more ammo. You can use fast mags on this gun as well. It's all personal preference. Personally, I just enjoy extended mags because you bump the ammo capacity in the clip from 30 to 42, and then of course stock, so I can strafe from left to right and pre-aim around corners much easier than if I weren't to have stock, which stock doesn't really do very much in this game compared to past Call of Duties, but it's still worth using in my personal opinion. So those are the attachments that I'm using on the KN-44. Now for my perks, my first perk is going to be Ghost, and then I have perk 2 greed using 2 perks with Scavenger and Fast Hands, and then my third perk is Tactical Mask. Now the reason why I'm using Ghost is pretty obvious. You can never really go wrong with using Ghost, especially in the beginning of a new Call of Duty, just because the UAV spam is going to be pretty high, so of course you're going to want to be appearing off the radar. And then I'm using Scavenger, which obviously replenishes my ammo. I want to use that just because I'm obviously going for a nuclear or a high gun streak. Pretty obvious right there. And then Fast Hands, I'm sure some of you guys are probably wondering why I'm using Fast Hands. Basically, it has the same effect that Dexterity did with Black Ops 2, where you can aim your weapon up faster after sprinting, which I really enjoy using. Now, if you guys are suitable without using Fast Hands and you feel that you don't really need it, then I'd maybe switch that out for using Ghost and Flak Jacket as perk 1 greed. And of course, Tactical Mask is just there just so you don't get spammed by stuns, which I don't really get spammed by stuns very much in this game at all, to be honest, unless I'm playing a very small map such as Combine or Nuketown, but it's still there just to be helpful. Maybe you can take it off and replace it with like a C4 or something like that. It's all obviously personal preference, but those are the perks that I'm using. Now I'm going to go over my score streaks. So there are 3 score streak setups that I would use in order to get a nuclear in this game. Now the first setup is the obvious UAV counter and then the hater, aka the VSAT, which of course is always good. I'd probably run that if I was playing in a party. And then there is also the UAV hater and then the power core, which the power core works just like the EMP systems from Black Ops 2, but there is a counter to the power core in this game. Basically, it's like something that you carry around and then you place it down on the ground. It kind of just disables the enemy's electronics for a little while, maybe around like 30 to 40 seconds, and it can be destroyed in this game, where in Black Ops 2, it couldn't be destroyed. The only counter to it in Black Ops 2 was if you were to use the perk Hardwired, so that's kind of unfortunate about the score streak setup right there, but it's still definitely worth using. And then the score streak setup that I personally like using, which I am using in this gameplay, is going to be UAV, Wraith, and Hater. Now the reason why I like using the score streak setup is I am going for a nuclear, but I do enjoy using the Wraith just because it kind of distracts the enemies. So at times in this gameplay, you'll notice that they're all just shooting up in the air, and it really helps when they're all distracted, so that's why I like using the Wraith. And then of course, you know, I can kill them while they're trying to shoot it down when I'm on the ground, and you know, that Wraith is up in the air taking down the enemies, so that's just pretty helpful. So that's what I would use as a class setup and a score streak setup in order to get a nuclear. Of course, it all comes down to preference, whether or not you want to play solo or in a party. Of course, I'm playing solo just because I prefer to play solo because I can focus more, and it makes the gameplay more entertaining, but by all means, you guys can do whatever you want. If you are playing in a full party, I'd suggest running completely non-lethals just so you guys can cycle through, you know, your haters much easier than you normally would be able to if you were playing in a smaller party. And you don't really need to run lethals as well when you're playing in a party, just because of course you're going to be stealing each other's kills. So I'd go completely non-lethal while playing in a party. Solo wise, I'd like to run the Wraith though, just because, as I said, it distracts the enemies at times when they try to take it down. So that's just pretty much it for the gameplay. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to check out my channel. It will be linked down below. And other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and I'm out. Peace.